Every few years, a new food becomes the villain. One day it's eggs, the next it's gluten, and before you know it, people are staring suspiciously at their morning toast like it's plotting their downfall. We've been warned about toxic foods for decades, the ones that supposedly cause everything from migraines to moral decay. But how many of those food fears are actually true? And how many are just leftovers from decades of bad science and good marketing? Today, we're breaking down 10 myths about toxic foods that just won't die, from MSG to microwaves, and finding out which of them actually deserve a place on your plate. Let's separate fact from food fear, right here on History of Food. Number 10. Microwaves make food radioactive. Let's start with a classic, the microwave, humanity's greatest invention for reheating leftovers. And apparently, according to internet myths, a miniature nuclear reactor. Spoiler alert. Microwaves do not make food radioactive. They simply use electromagnetic waves to make water molecules in food vibrate, which generates heat. That's it. There's no uranium, no gamma rays, no secret Chernobyl in your kitchen. The only thing truly toxic about microwaves is what you forget inside them, like that sad slice of pizza that turns into a fossil after 2 minutes too long. Number 9. MSG is a dangerous chemical. Ah yes, the notorious MSG or monosodium glutamate, the seasoning that's been accused of causing everything from headaches to heart palpitations. The fear began in the 1960s after a single letter to a medical journal claimed Chinese food caused weird symptoms. Turns out, that whole scare was based on a mix of bad science and xenophobia. Dozens of studies since then have shown MSG is perfectly safe for most people. It's just the sodium salt of an amino acid found naturally in foods like tomatoes, cheese, and mushrooms. So if you've ever felt guilty enjoying instant noodles, relax. MSG isn't the villain. The real danger is trying to pronounce monosodium glutamate while eating. Number 8. Carbs are the enemy. For decades, carbs have been accused of everything short of tax evasion. The Atkins craze, the keto wave, poor bread just can't catch a break. But here's the truth. Carbs are not toxic. Your body literally runs on glucose, a form of carbohydrate. The problem isn't carbs, it's the type of carbs. Refined ones like sugary snacks and white bread can spike your blood sugar, but whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are packed with fiber, vitamins, and energy your body actually needs. So no, that bowl of rice isn't out to get you. Just don't chase it with 3 donuts and call it a balanced meal. Number 7. Artificial sweeteners cause cancer. This one started back in the 1970s when rats fed massive amounts of saccharin, like truckloads, developed bladder cancer. Cue decades of panic, but later studies found those results didn't apply to humans. The doses were so extreme that you'd have to drink 800 cans of diet soda a day for it to even be comparable. So unless you've turned your bloodstream into Diet Coke, you're probably fine. Artificial sweeteners in moderation are considered safe by every major health authority. The real issue isn't cancer. It's convincing your brain that a 0-calorie cookie is still dessert. Number 6. Frozen food is less nutritious. Frozen dinners might have given this myth legs, but let's be clear. Freezing food doesn't destroy nutrients. In fact, fruits and vegetables are often frozen at peak ripeness, locking in vitamins and minerals that might otherwise degrade during shipping. So those frozen peas in your freezer? They might actually be healthier than the fresh ones that spent 2 weeks on a truck. The only thing unhealthy about frozen food is how easy it makes eating an entire family-sized lasagna in one sitting. Number 5. Brown eggs are healthier than white eggs. This one's surprisingly persistent, but nope. Egg color has nothing to do with nutrition. It's purely about the chicken's breed. Brown hens lay brown eggs, white hens lay white ones. The nutrient content is basically identical. People often think brown eggs are healthier because they're pricier, but that's just because the breeds that lay them tend to eat more. so farmers charge extra. So the next time someone tells you brown eggs are more natural, remind them that chickens don't care about your wellness aesthetic. Number 4. You should avoid gluten unless you're allergic. Unless you have celiac disease or a genuine gluten sensitivity, cutting gluten isn't necessary, and might even make your diet less nutritious. Gluten is just a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and for most people it's perfectly harmless. The gluten-free craze exploded in the 2010s, but studies show that many gluten-free alternatives are actually higher in sugar and fat. So, unless you're medically required to avoid it, there's no need to fear your baguette. In fact, bread is one of the oldest foods in human history, and we've been fine for about 10,000 years. Number 3. Fat makes you fat. This myth started in the 1950s, and we've actually done a whole video about it. People thought that eating fat would directly turn into fat in the body, but it's more complicated than that. Fat is essential for hormone production, brain health, and energy. The real issue isn't fat itself, it's too many calories overall. Ironically, when everyone switched to low-fat foods in the 1980s, obesity rates actually rose because companies replaced fat with sugar. So yes, you can eat butter, just maybe don't eat a stick of it. Number 2. Canned food is toxic. Canned food has long been the poster child for fake food. People worry about chemicals like BPA or preservatives, but here's the truth. Most modern cans are BPA-free, and the preservation process, heating food in airtight containers, is incredibly safe. In fact, canning was invented in the early 1800s as a way to feed armies and explorers. Without it, early space programs and disaster relief efforts would have struggled. And fun fact, archaeologists once found 100-year-old canned meat, and it was still technically safe to eat. They didn't, though, because, well, ew. Number 1. Detox diets actually detox you. If you've ever been tempted by a juice cleanse that promises to flush out toxins, here's a reality check. Your body already has built-in detox machines, your liver, kidneys, and lungs. They're doing that job 24/7. No kale juice required. Most detox or cleanse diets just make you lose water weight, temporarily. You might feel lighter, but that's not toxins leaving your body. It's hydration leaving your soul. So, unless you're planning to swap your kidneys for smoothies, you can skip the detox trend entirely. Here's the twist. Most of these food myths survive not because they're true, but because they feel true. We love simple villains. Carbs, fat, sugar, because blaming one thing makes eating easier to rationalize. But the truth is boring. Almost all foods can be part of a healthy diet. The real toxin isn't in the pantry. It's in misinformation, fear-based marketing, and our obsession with quick fixes. So the next time someone tells you your microwave is melting your DNA or your eggs are plotting against you, smile, take a bite, and remember, food isn't out to get you, but bad science just might be. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.